Hi lovelies, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where a lot of especially pink-colored people are all out talking about how the American dreams is all a lie and all is scam. They are actually waking up to the reality, and I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
Don't get me wrong, I love being single and I love living alone. It's great, it's fantastic, but fuck, it's expensive. I just spent $600 on brakes on my car, just on the front part of the car, because I couldn't afford all four brakes and axles and rotors and whatever the fuck. And then now I just paid my car payment, which is $500, so I just blew $1,100 in like 3 hours, and it wasn't even like fun, you know? Fuck. Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities. And you can't, like, in this city that I live in, public transport, please. If I were to do public transport, it's like asking to get rate, and I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy. Living is so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. And what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is if I were to take public transport here, especially for my job requires a car. I have to have a bunch of shit that I have to lug with me for work. And I can't do that with public transport. I'm venting. Inflation sucks. Just living in America sucks. Living alone sucks. It's great, but it sucks. Because you have to front all the expenses by yourself. I need a husband just so that I can live. So we can split the bills. Hi guys. I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store. Bought 10 items. And it was $80 freaking already. I literally have $10 left on my account. The fuck? So a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago. And I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote, and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews. And still nothing. Like, what the fuck is going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
Kelly, I'd like things that apparently in the United States are too much to ask for. Like, I'd like to live in a country where people without medical licenses don't decide what is or isn't acceptable health care for me. I'd also like to live in a country where people every day aren't dying because they don't have enough or because they don't have health insurance at all. What's wonderful to me is going beyond Obamacare and actually giving people the health care that they need to survive without making them pay so much per month for it that they have to choose between whether or not to feed their families or continue to give them health insurance. What sounds like absolute nirvana to me is a country in which people don't have to sell the homes that they've paid on for 30 plus years in order to afford a surgery to save themselves or someone they love's life. Best outcome for healthcare, in my opinion, is if my doctor gets to choose what path they're gonna take for my healthcare needs based solely on my healthcare needs and not what my insurance company might or might not cover. I'd like to live in a country where we don't have to be grateful that insurance companies are no longer allowed to use pre-existing conditions against us to deny us insurance coverage, or that I don't have to fight with an insurance company to get a pap smear or a mammogram. I'm a greedy bitch and I want more. I want what other developed countries have. I want what countries like Israel have. You know, countries that we give billions of dollars to every single year to help them so that they can help their citizens with things like universal health care and paid for college education. The kinds of things that we think that other people in other countries deserve, but that the people in our country don't. Because if we stopped linking people's health insurance to their jobs, then people might find jobs they actually like versus keeping jobs they hate because they have decent health care coverage. Obamacare was what we settled for. The original Affordable Care Act had so many more benefits for Americans in it, but the Republicans cut it and cut it and cut it up until all we had left is what you see as the Affordable Health Care Act now. And every single time a Republican takes turn, they promise that they're going to shred it and dismantle it. Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act, in case you didn't know, they're the same thing. Those are not things that are guaranteed to us. That's why there's constantly being votes on whether or not it should go away. There are only 40 countries in the entire world that do not offer universal health care or some kind of universal health care option to all of their citizens. That is because in the majority of the world, health care is considered a human right, and in the United States, it's considered a luxury and something that you should only have if you work hard enough to get it. They banned this app before they gave us health care. They banned this app before they figured out what to do with health care. They all got together and they banned this app before they fucking figured out health care!
I would like to apologize to the Americans, okay? On behalf of each and every foreigner that has ever looked at the US and been like, that looks easy, I could do that. America is easy. I would like to apologize to the Americans. Because, child, America is not easy. As a single woman, as a single foreigner coming on her 10th year of living in this country, child, is not easy. Stay in your home country. As someone who owns property in the US, as someone who has a good job in the US, as someone who started a business in the US, America is not easy. When those bills start hitting you, child, like the bills hit me this morning and I was just like, I'm done. I'm ready to go back home. Put me back on the first flight back to my home country because I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. I just can't. Like this morning, I had to pay up to $600 just in tolls and parking tickets and parking violations. Child, I can't just drive my car in this country. I can't just drive my car. That's not enough. And then don't talk about the property taxes. The property taxes are killing me, child. The property taxes, the income taxes, the health insurance. It is expensive to live in America. I don't know how Americans do it. I just don't.
They want us to be poor. They want us to be poor. Never in my life have I been so fucking clear that they want us to be poor. Do you guys really think that Congress, the Supreme Court, and the Biden administration have no idea what an economic boost this has been for Americans, how life-changing this has been for Americans? No. They know. They're not dumb. They don't like it. You really think late-stage capitalism is just about free markets and making money, but they're banning TikTok? Banning a literal sub-economy and an economy boost in the middle of a recession? going back to the fact that like if America or someone in America had wanted to do what TikTok is doing by like giving money back to put money back in, that works. That works. Nobody's losing out from the creator fund. Nobody loses. TikTok wins, we win. America wants us to be fucking poor. No, they want to compete with TikTok, but they're not going to monetize like that. They want us to be so tired at our 9 to 5s, at our 70+ hour a week jobs, at our 2 jobs, at our 3 jobs. They want us to be so tired that we don't have any time to pay attention to what they're talking about in Congress. Like, they do not like how many influencers there are. I guarantee you, they don't like the class of people that can be an influencer and make a lot of money right now. They hate it. God forbid the American people actually have an easy way to make a side hustle that isn't one of the backbreaking options that I just listed. Like, God forbid there's actually a way to make some side money and make our lives a little better. They don't want our lives to be better. The last thing they ever want is to see us happy and successful, because their success hinges on us being miserable, poor, tired, way too tired to look up, way too tired to get on Rednote and see the quality of life in China. This whole situation has not woken you up to the fact that it is literally rich versus poor. It is literally everyone in the US government and the top 1% versus us. It is not Democrat versus Republican. I don't know what will.
So apparently all it took for uniting the United States was taking away an app. Everybody's up in arms about it. No questions. Unlike black people dying from police brutality, that wasn't enough to unite shit. But the world is awakened because of TikTok. It's everywhere. Oh my God, TikTok. Everybody's mashallah to TikTok. But they couldn't unite when it came to, stop killing black people. And then they'll say, well, we need this platform to spread information about that. I'm thinking, what the fuck good has it done for us to look at it all the time any motherfucking way? We ain't done shit. We ain't got a law passed. We ain't got no reformation of the prison system. No redlining removal. Niggas making less money now than they did before. All we got is a new breed of white folk. You had the white folk that was just absolutely okay with being racist. Then you had the ones that were racist. They knew they racist, but they didn't want to be seen as racist. Then you got the other ones who deep down don't feel that they're racist. But now you got the ones who thought they was racist, changed their mind and said, no, I'm not racist because I did the work, then turned themselves into this super being, anti-racist white person who not only calls out racism from white people, but tells niggas what to do. Y'all looped right the fuck back around. I've been having white folk tell me what's right and wrong. Made a goddamn video telling me my black ass about racism. Y'all are out the fuck hand. Y'all motherfuckers created monsters. Man, them motherfuckers is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of white people. Y'all got the people on our side that eat soy milk and wear plant-based clothes or some shit. That's who you got on our side, black people. Y'all the super duper dusty, dirty. You got the white people who don't bathe. The ones who really don't bathe. The ones who are proud of their dust. Y'all just finna hear all my thoughts. If you TikTok on, alright, I got you. You finna hear all that shit, you whiny ass motherfucking white people stepped out y'all mother. You know what?
Like, seriously, lovelies, the worst part of all of this complaint is the fact that this is just the beginning. Like, it is actually going to get worse than this. Like, nobody is praying for that. Nobody wants it to get worse. Nobody wants it to get so terrible for the fact that people cannot even afford to, live anymore. But the fact that the way at which things are going is as if it might eventually become worse. Like, seriously, the little opportunity that people really had to change narrative, because with all of the things that is going on, with all of the, inflections and all of that, people actually had the opportunity to change narrative by maybe voting right. Nobody will say that the other party is actually, best, but I think that it might, come out manageable compared to this. A lot of people actually have this impression that with the way at which inflation was before was the fact that we have to all blame the people, the blue people and all of that. But the thing is that the inflation and all of that was actually getting to a point that people were adjusting and getting more comfortable, then everything just cut off. And now it's as if people are actually going backward and, re-strategizing again. Like, the thing is, it's just so disappointing that things might eventually become worse. And with this thing going around with TikTok ban and all of that, is an example, like it's an eye-opener to the American people to actually let them know that all of the things, all of the American dreams and all of that, they're just, they're just a lie. You have to actually, work 2 to 3 jobs in order for you to maintain a living. You have to even pay. Like, there are so many things that is so wrong, but it's just that some people, decide not to actually fight the root cause of problems, but focusing their attention more on race, focusing more of their attention on how to maintain a particular supremacy. They don't want to actually see the truth. They left their, let's say personal beef, or the way at which the orientation, the way at which they're brought up to actually see some people lesser than them they allow that to actually blind them from seeing the real truth and the reality. And it's so unfortunate that things are being so open now, but it's actually too late to complain. Seriously, lovelies. So many pan-colored people having emotional breakdown, meltdown, but they are actually the ones in a better position to break out straight, to put things in the right position, but they wouldn't even want to do that. It's just all about complain and cry. So what are they going to do about that? What is the measures to take? These are the things that I think so many people that is actually crying out, having emotional breakdown, all of that should do. I heard that there is this march that was supposed to happen, is it tomorrow or something? At least they can start from there. They can, make their voices heard. They shouldn't leave everything to people that look like me. People that look like me have been crying years upon years, but it's as if they are no one is listening to them. And at this point, I think the right people to actually do these things are the real supremacy, are the people that benefit, are the, you know what I mean? Because I think with that, these guys at the top might actually have a listening ear. Because when they see that it's only people that look like me that keep on complaining, they see it, oh my God, yeah, they have to complain. But I just like the fact that some fine-colored people, if not even most of them, are now beginning to realize what people that look like me have been trying to tell them for a very long time. Because these guys have been the ones facing the dancing of the music, or the rhythm of the music. But now everyone is saying it. And thank goodness. Anyway, lovelies, when I just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies just when I upload the next comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.